That's fine. You know what I'm saying? I'll all right, whatever, Lord. I'll work with who wanna work. I'll rap with who wanna rap. And that happens to be you and your class, man. Y'all just wanna make music. I don't know what's gotten into all these other dudes,
I
but it is what it is, man. I rap with who wanna rap.
feel you, bro. Well, here's a fun question for you. What is your favorite and then least favorite things about just being a music artist? Because I feel like there's probably a lot on both sides.
Absolute favorite thing is these kind of conversations.
Mhm.
Like like I don't, I tell my dad this all the time. Like people who know how to use the English language, I don't trust words
Mhm.
because I'm a master manipulator of them.
Mhm.
Like I know how to make words into other things. So words really don't, but conversation is like an overall feeling. Like it's more than just words. It's eye contact, it's
Right.
body languages. So those interactions that I've had with people inside this, off the mic, on phones, in person, like yo, I've made some incredible memories here with
Mhm.
the people in this thing. So that's my favorite thing, man. My least favorite thing about doing this,
Mhm.
it's just it's not projecting my own expectations on everybody else.
Mm.
That's really difficult for me.
Yeah.
Um, because everybody has their own codes and their own languages. And my love language is action. And the reason why I chose that is because God is action.
Mhm.
Like God is love and he's in constant movement.
Facts.
So the most godlike thing you can do is a verb. So
Right.
like when
I like
when some when somebody isn't moving, like, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And they're like, oh man, I'm trying to move, I can't move. And I'm just like, "Ugh." It makes, but it teaches me patience. It teaches me to chill, and it teaches me prayer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still working on that. But man, like, yeah, that's my least favorite thing. Just waiting and waiting and waiting, man.
I feel you.
But yeah.
I want to see if you can guess, because I had Dayton on like months ago. What do you think his least favorite thing about being an artist was?
Dayton,
Hmm.
not responding to people on social media, probably.
Really?
I don't know.
See, I thought it might be. So he was adamant. His least favorite thing is features. He said he never wants to do a feature ever. He said he wished he never had to do a feature again. I was like, that's
Wow.
hilarious. I was like,
That
I guess
makes
I want to
sense
ask you for a
though.
verse.
Right? Dog, I don't ask Dayton for no verses. I don't ask nobody for no verses no more, man. Like yo, I mean, especially nowadays, I understand Dayton because he's probably gets like, you gotta understand, Mitch, the inbox, the DMs be jam packed every day.
I believe it.
Imagine waking up to 300 DMs daily
Ah, man.
from people like, yo, I want to collaborate and blah blah blah, and then going down that rabbit hole with each person,
Hmm.
and maybe only 5 or 6 panning out. The other
Yeah.
ones being total, like, some of
Terrible.
them out of their minds. They talking crazy. Like you're like, bro, it's 8 a.m. dog. Like,
Yeah,
so I get it.
that makes sense.
But like, I made some great friendships doing features. So it's like that give and take, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, last question for you. And I hate that I still have to ask this question, but how has the pandemic affected you we'll say as an artist, and then life in general, but specifically with music? And we're coming up on like 2 years, I think. So
hmm my problem was always that when I was angry, I was the most productive.
mm,
Like
yep.
when I saw Hulk say, hey, I'm always angry, you know what I'm saying? Like that,
Mhm.
I
That
felt that
I
on a different level, you know what I'm saying? And anybody that knows me knows that, like, I feel like I'm in a constant use of my anger, but I'm displaying it differently. So
Mhm.
it's like I'm furious all the time, but not furious, angry emotion, like this furious harnessing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a great way, to do things, but it's effective for me.
Yeah.
Like every time I drop the project, with the exception of now, like with the C4 project, you know, I basically did a collab project with Riggs. Like, I wasn't angry during that, but it was still under duress because of the pandemic.
Right.
So if I have some kind of opposition, like, I'm very productive. So when the pandemic hit, I built a studio. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said, yo, verses for nurses, 2 rounds, 40 verses, boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? But there was duress there. So like the pandemic kind of, you know, made me go into my Super Saiyan bag real quick and just, you know, and I'm trying to ask God to give me another way to power up like that.
Right.
I don't want it always to be like, but so that's a positive that it gave me. The negative, man, obviously, man, I lost some people. A lot of the homies lost their employment initially when the pandemic hit, and they're losing it now. Right. You know, because of a lot of these stuff that's going on. Both my parents got COVID.
Oh no.
That was really, really tough to like go through. And they got through it, you know, praise God, they're all right, they're healthy. But that was really scary for me. You know, my nephew was born a couple of months ago. So it was just like, you know, he was born a week before they got COVID.
Oh my goodness.
1 or 2 weeks before they got COVID. Like, he was out of the hospital 1 or 2 weeks before they got COVID. So I got immense joy from my nephew and immense like anxiety from my parents. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of torrential stuff going on. But I mean, you know, now that the smoke is cleared and everybody's okay, and you know, I'm done grieving all the ones I lost. Like, now I look at the strengths that I've gained from it, which is like massive level productivity and just, you know, fluidity when it comes to my art. You know what I'm saying? I thank God. I thank God for the rain, you know? But it's been tough. It's been really tough, yo.
I'm praying it eventually fully ends in the, maybe by the end of next year, I guess. Definitely praying for that. But so I almost forgot to mention it, but so you recently, I don't remember if it's out on anywhere other than Bandcamp.
No, it's all streaming.
It's all now. Okay, so you and C4 dropped a fire project. Super dope. How did that end up happening? Y'all just talked?
Nah, man. My boy Shamir, who produced the whole project, he's been with me a long time. He's actually been with me since Hoodie season 1. He produced Cliche for me. And he was like, you know, he's always been my little bro. He's like, yo, that dude C4 today and just signed, man, y'all should do a record. And I was like, yeah, he cool, you know, he must be dope if Dayton signed him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know him like that. I don't like creating with people I don't know.
That makes sense.
It's just like you're not gonna make a baby with a woman you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So music is life to me. So I'm not about to create life with somebody I don't know. I talk to him. So I'm like, maybe, who knows? So Shamir was like, yo, I got some beats. He sent me some beats. And I was like, yo, you know, I want this. He's like, you know what? Instead of paying me, give me 2 verses and I give you the beat. So I gave him the 2 verses and he put C4 on the first one. And I listened to it, then he put C4 on the second one. And I listened to it, he was like, you hear that? You hear that chemistry? And I thought it was undeniable, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, you really like tricked me.
Tricky, yeah.
So I was at work. He created a chat on Telegram with all 3 of us. He threw a beat in the chat. Then he threw another beat in the chat, another beat in the chat. And I was like, all right, you know, I'm living my life, whatever. Then I'm driving around, all of a sudden my phone buzzed, C4 laid a verse on the first one. Okay, cool. And another one on the second one. I was like, okay. Then a third one.
Wow. You said this is a challenge?
I was like, you're not about to bully me while I'm not even near my studio. So I wrote all 3 verses on the road.
Wow.
And yeah, those are the first 3 joints on the project. I wrote those on the road.
That's great.
Like in my car on my notepad. Kids don't do that at home. I couldn't stop myself. It was a voice to text. Like I did everything on voice to text, but still don't do that. Keep your phone down because they're not playing out here. So yeah, I did that. I was like, boom, 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 man, don't play with me. So Shamir threw a 4th one in there. So C4 hit the 4th verse. I was like, yo, stop playing. So I got the 4th one. We knocked out like 5 that night. 2 the next day, and there's the project. Like,
that's super dope. I think that's the best type of like project, honestly, when it just kind of happens like that.
Yeah,
not
2
really
days. Man.
overthinking it, you're just going. So no, it's super dope. Y'all definitely, I mean, if it didn't happen now, it would have. I think it would have happened at some point because y'all just sound like y'all go together. To be honest,
yeah,
super dope. Let's see. I have to remember to say this, and you actually reminded me because you said it. Darrell from Bookkeeper, the person I do this show with, he said, make sure you tell Selah that Hoodie Season 1 is his favorite mixtape of all time, and he and his brother used to listen to it all the time, forward, backwards, all the time. He said, I had to tell you that.
Wow.
I about forgot.
That's dope.
Nah.
Yo, praise God, man. Praise
He was
God.
like, you having Selah on the show? I was like, yep.
That's dope, man. Yo, shout out to him, man. I'm a revisit like the origin Selah, because like that origin Selah is somebody who he was writing to me. My younger self is better than me now.
Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Just because he didn't care.
Right.
Like he didn't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care about if the hook was catchy. He didn't care about hermeneutics or theological concepts or anything. He just was like, yo, I'm about to rap right now. I move out my way. You know what I'm saying? But it was a kid though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to regress, but I do want to tap back into that younger mentality and bring another Hoodie season through. You know what I'm saying? I got to get DJ Why Not on this one if we go forward with it. You know, if God leads us, because initially I thought God wanted me to stop at a trilogy, you know what I'm saying, and just leave it like that. But I might sneak out a 4, like on some limited release, like yo, I'm only selling 30 copies, yo, which I want to do.
NFT.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's what they call it, right? Yeah. So,
smart.
Yeah.
Well, I like it, bro.
Not gonna lie, so when I was younger, I would say like, you know how we all go through this identity crisis type thing when we're younger?
That's good.
Yeah, kind of. Like you don't want to be like
friends, indie friends.
Oh, okay.
So
do wonders like AI anomalies.
I know that, right? Saga, who was
on the same beats. You're definitely more lyrical. So like you're not.
I actually knew a guy in Miami that he was going to the same gym.
And I tweeted like last week that someday I'm gonna have a song with him. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. So